I've said it before and I'll say it again. This is one of the most, if not the most, underrated Disney movie of all time. For number 4, this is The Rescuers Down Under. It's actually very rare that Disney would ever do a sequel to their films. Wait, let me rephrase that. It's actually very rare that Walt Disney Animation Studios would ever do a sequel to their own films. At the most, there were maybe 3 Caballeros, this film, Fantasia 2000, again, maybe the 2011 Winnie the Pooh movie, and that's it. Unfortunately, it was because of this movie's failure at the box office that really discouraged them from ever making more sequels. Which really is too bad because this film is amazing! Keep in mind, this was released around the same time as The Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, and Aladdin, and it really is as good as those films, even if it doesn't follow the Disney formula. What I really love about this movie is that it's so action-packed. Every scene has this major intensity that really puts the characters in peril. Like, this is the kind of movie that puts you on the edge of your seat. Even during the non-action scenes, they try to make it really big. And there's no better example than the opening scene where Cody saved Marahute. Seriously, just check this out. It's like if the movie's trying to say, "Welcome to the Rescuers Down Under. We know your jaws are now on the floor, but this is just a sample of what we have to offer." But it's not just those big moments that I love about it. Even the little things like the characters make the movie a lot of fun. Not usually big on romances in movies, but I like how they play with the relationship of the main characters, where Bernard tries to propose to Bianca throughout the movie, and some like Wilbur and Jake are really enjoyable to watch. Even Percival C. McLeach is great as a menacing villain. Now, some of you might be wondering about its predecessor. Since I love this one so much, I must have an appreciation for this as well, right? Well, not really, no. You see, both films are actually quite similar. In fact, they both follow the same story structure. The problem with the first Rescuers, though, is that it's very slow-paced. I do get what they're going for, but a lot of times, barely anything happens, and that's a major no-no for an action-adventure movie like this. There's no sense of danger, the characters aren't really interesting, and even the location is dull. It's just a swamp with not much happening.
Didn't you bring somebody big with you? Like the police?
No, there's just the 2 of us.
But if the 3 of us work together and we have a little faith...
That's boring. You're boring everybody. Quit boring everyone.
But with Down Under, it's pretty much the first movie done right, with the right amount of adventure, right amount of intensity, and a right amount of charm to the characters. Now, some of the things I've said here is pretty much what I've said before on my top 10 animated sequels, so I guess I don't have to repeat myself even more for this. But I will say that, thankfully, I'm starting to see the movie gaining more and more popularity. You could say that it's like The Iron Giant, where it started out as a major flop in theaters, but by time became an animated classic, and even considered one of the best. Well, maybe not as fast as The Iron Giant, but it's getting there. If you guys haven't seen it yet, seriously give it a watch. It's even worth getting it on Blu-ray or DVD. Its popularity may be down under, but maybe, one day, its moment of glory will go sky high.